Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Mindful Foodie. Today I am reviewing this book, Power Moves by Sarah Jakes Roberts. Please subscribe, like the video, comment down below. What do you think? So the reason I picked up this book is because it has the word power in it. And what attracted me to this word is because in the last couple of years, like from 2020 on, I've been asking myself, what does success mean to me? And I would often say to my husband that I want money, I want success, but I don't want power. So the word power bothers me, right? So that's the reason why I picked up this book. Okay, but what I meant when I said that I don't want power, I guess I wanted to articulate the fact that positions like CEO, you know, those executive positions, for me at this point in time, they are not attractive to me. So the only way I knew how to articulate that was that they have power. But I have a conflict, right? That there is no such a thing as not having power. Each and every person has power. I have power. It's just that I don't want to be in my power. I don't want to take control of my power, if I may put it that way. I like the definition that she put in the book of power, and it says it's the ability to act or affect something strongly. I think I would also add subtly, in a subtle manner, because I don't think that power is always aggressive. To be able to change something or to affect something or to act on something, you don't need to always be aggressive about it. So that one I'm adding in a subtle manner as well. So everybody has impact. There's no person in this world that doesn't have impact. As long as you are breathing, there is things that you are impacting on, that you are affecting, and that you are acting on. And another thing that I thought about was my content creation journey and vision. I was thinking about it and I thought to myself that, do I really want to be called an influencer? For me, that word, I didn't really like it. I guess also because of the responsibility it carries, right? So, and I thought to myself that there is no way in this world that you are not an influencer. Everybody is an influencer. It's just that there's people who influence more people, so they have more reach than others, right? But everybody, by virtue of being in some kind of relationship, be it you are somebody's daughter or son, you are somebody's colleague, you are somebody's friend, you are somebody's whatever that you are to someone, there's influence that you impart with that person. So when we're in relationship with others, we are automatically influential. Or even you just walking around and then you meet a stranger, they might be impressed by the way in which you do things, and you don't even notice, right? So yeah, by the advice that we are giving, the opinions that we give, the way we behave, it can be influential to someone, whether they want to copy your values or whether you represent something that they do not want to embody. You are still influential to them because they decided that seeing you, they don't want to become like you or end up like you. When I picked up this book, I really wanted to understand what power is, so that I can also explore it for myself, and also my journey as a content creator. How am I going to approach it? So let's start with the tone of the book. The tone of the book, it's very much like girlfriend, like we are talking as girlfriends. If you are in the age group of Sarah Jakes Roberts, and then, or maybe like an older sister if you are a bit younger. Let's say you are a teenager, yeah. So, and then of course she's a preacher, so it's a Christian self-help book, but it doesn't feel like a sermon. It feels like you are talking, and I like the fact that she uses a lot of examples in her life, so you get to relate to what is happening rather than always speaking of scriptures, and sometimes you might not relate because the people that they are talking about happened a long time ago. So I like the aspect that most of the book she's talking about her own experiences, and of course there's scriptures within the book that she refers to, which is really nice. What am I taking from the book for myself? The one thing that made me pick up the book was the fact that we agree, both of us, that power is not status, it's not position, it's not how much money you have. So of course those things, they do make you powerful up to a certain point, but that's not it. It cannot be, power is not limited to those things. So this is what she says. This is page 1 of her book, and I like this passage. It says, the only time, why am I saying the only time? The only thing worse than being powerless is failing. I can't read today. The only thing worse than being powerless is falling for the illusion that power can be amassed by what you have instead of who you are willing to become. Throughout the book, you get the feel that she's alluding that everybody has power. The issue is how you direct it, and the issue is you owning your power, realizing that you have it, and then you are conscious on how you direct it. I like the fact that she spoke about values. I never thought about values in terms of what I am imparting to other people, how I am impacting other people. When it comes to relationships, I have values that keep me safe. If somebody does this thing to me, it's my boundary. I need to go. Like, the relationship needs to break, for example. And another value that I have is that I should not purposely hurt people. Like, whatever I am saying, I should also like it if somebody said it to me. So kindness. But apart from that, which other values do I have? So that challenged me to think about the values that I have when it comes to imparting to other people. Okay, so page 36, she says, we are never in a stage of life when we should not be considering what specific values we want to possess in many roles we may fulfill. And then I like this, what she said here, page 37. We often struggle between navigating two types of values, situational and staple. Our staple values are the ones that are a constant to us. They may include, but not limited to, things like our relationship with God, long-standing relationships with others, and health and wellness. Then we have situational values that center on what a particular stage of our life requires. And she speaks about like when you are at university, like your value is to finish studying, like, so your life will revolve around studying. So for me now, after reading this book, is to go and think about my values when it comes to imparting on to other people. As much as I cannot control how somebody receives, but I must also have an intention when it comes to interacting with other people, or I must be mindful of it. So there's no way a person cannot have an intention when they say or behave in a particular manner. We all do something. We all act according to something. Sometimes we are just not self-aware when it comes to the things that we say or do. We don't question ourselves about the behavior that we inhibit and the words that we take to others, and we are offended when people question us. So values equal boundaries. So it's a good thing. So you know what your boundaries are when it comes to talking. Where do you draw the line? There's things that you cannot say. There's things that you cannot say in a particular situation. What is it that you're trying to achieve? That is your values. And we go to page 102. All right, page 102. I like this, where she says, you owe it to yourself to uniquely define power based on your capacity and unique connections. You cannot expect to be powerful at fulfilling a role that is not naturally who you are. It will exhaust you and render you ineffective at establishing intimacy through authenticity. other people can other people can inspire you, but they cannot become your template. So I like this one. So one thing that you will also realize about her is that she values authenticity. So being true to who you are. Okay, so I like what she says here, and to me it translates to saying that nobody can define who you are. Nobody can define the kind of impact that you should be having on this life. So that job is for you to do. It's for you to explore how you can impact this world. I think in the age of social media, sometimes we can be so engrossed in other people's lives, and they show us this lifestyle, they show us the values that they are living out, and sometimes you might think that that is how a person becomes successful, but that is their path of becoming successful. It might not be yours. And remember, you might not know what informs their values, what made them think in a particular way, and that person is ever changing, responding to their environment. And you want to copy, but you're not in the same environment and you're not in their head, so it might not work for you. So when it comes to how you impact the world, it is up to you to define it. It is up to you to sit down with God and ask, how can I be more impactful, to know your talents and how you can use it the way in which God has intended for you to do so. So the other things that she speaks about is the things that can make us shy away from our power, embodying our power. And one of the things she speaks about is people pleasing. Of course, when you act out your values and you stand by your values, not everybody is gonna like that. Some relationships have to be dismantled. Not that those people were bad people, but the thing is, you shared particular values and now you've outgrown those values, and they expect that kind of a person. They might not agree with your new values. So you have to accept that some relationships may not respond well to you being firm with your values. Okay, so this one, page 161, it says there is also likely the fear of the responsibility that comes with being powerful. So this one speaks to me, child. This one, it speaks to me because I think that's the main reason why I don't like the word power, because it comes with responsibilities. Responsibilities to see things through, responsibility to impact people the right way, or the way in which God would be pleased, and also the responsibility to give direction when needed. I think one thing that I've seen with people that have power and people who are in these big positions is that you can never please everyone. One decision that may be good, and it could be good, one person may be harmed by it, or that person may not like the decision that you made. It might be benefiting someone but not them, or it may benefit everyone, but sometimes this person may prefer to stay where they are, rather than seeing another person being lifted up. So it's a very complicated thing, and people, when you embody power, you have like a target on your back. So I think that's another thing that scares me when it comes to having power. You have a target on your back, because you are a decision maker, you are impactful, and the more you impact, the more you are a threat to others. And I also fear that sometimes I may be acting in my power but be mistaken, or misjudge a particular situation. But I guess that comes with being alive. In anything that you do, you can be mistaken. This one, when it comes to my content creation, I need to understand that, one, I need to have humility, which I think I do. I don't think I force my ideas on other people and say, if you do not do this, or if you don't think like this, if you do not believe this, then something horrible is going to happen to you. I don't insult other people's ideas. Of course, I say my own ideas, but I don't insult other people who think differently from me. So yeah, I do have humility, and I need to understand that the person consuming what I am saying also has a responsibility, or is able to take care of themselves. If they don't agree with something, if they do not relate, then they won't take my ideas and run with them. But if they feel what I'm saying is valuable, and it has given them a fresh perspective that could help them, then I would be very happy. Yeah, I'd really love to impact people positively, so that their lives is better. So yeah, those are the things that I picked up, or that were relating to me at this point in time. There's so many nuggets in this book. I definitely did not spoil the book for you, so please pick up the book if you liked what I said. Yeah, there's so many nuggets. You see, there's so many what is that, bookmarks, and there's many more quotes that I have highlighted. There were places where I'm like, yeah, Mugel, like, wow, that's so deep, like I need to think about that. The thing with self-help books is that for them to really help you is you must actually act on them. It's no use for me to be reading all these pages, and then the next thing I put the book away, and that way it won't do anything to me. It's just like listening to a motivational speech, and then I go back home and life continues as usual. So if you want to be helped, if you want to change something about your life, you need to do the work. It's not enough just to hear. Another thing that I really liked about this book, as I was reading it, I felt somehow somewhat revived, like wanting to do better in life. Like sometimes you just go with the flow, but it's books like this that sort of saying, you know what, you can do better, you can think better, you can also behave better, you can have better standards. Yeah, so that's what I got from the book. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up. Please do comment down below if you have read the book. What are the nuggets that you have found? How did it make you feel, and how has it changed your life? As for me, I think this is one self-help book that I can keep, I think, for the whole year. I think there is no use of buying many self-help books, because one can really do a lot if you do work on it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.